According to the FAA, the plane crashed into a home, and officials say the pilot was the only person on board. Team 12's Monica Garcia is live in Payson right now. Monica, what are you seeing there, and what else have you learned this morning? I heard that you spoke to that homeowner.
Yeah, we spoke to the homeowner. We're going to try to get him right now, but there are a lot of neighbors outside. Obviously, when you take a look at a house like this with a hole inside of it, that's going to gather a crowd. To give you an idea where we're at, we're about 2 miles away from the airport. So what it seems is the pilot, and now just to let you know, we're hearing there were 2 people on board, so possibly 2 people killed in this, was trying to make it to the airport and somehow didn't end up there and ended up inside of this house. You're looking at the garage. Half of it's the garage and half of it's the bedroom, the master bedroom in this home. 87-year-old Douglas Denham was sitting in a chair. You see the window right there where it's blown out. He was sitting right there watching TV. It happened about 6:30 yesterday night, 6:30, and he says he heard a cluck, 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 like maybe a plane giving way, and then he just heard the boom. He goes, I was 15 feet away. He says, I'm just lucky to be here, but obviously this is very sad because, again, 2 lives possibly lost and all of this. And I spoke to a neighbor. Okay, Sheila, you guys just live a few houses away. What did you hear last night?
Well, I heard a plane coming, and it was like bzzz, and then it went and then crash. And my husband here was in the living room and saw it happen.
What'd you see?
Well, the plane was way below. I could not. Normally the planes fly over the trees. This one was behind the trees, basically in between the trees. And then suddenly the lights went up. So maybe he tried to get it out of there. And
okay, and I'm going to go talk to the homeowner right now. Thank you so much for talking to us. Okay.
You again.
So what happened? Yes, it's us again. So now we're on live television. We just kind of want to know, you were sitting right there in your chair. What happened?
Okay, I was sitting in the chair watching the video I just put in about 6:30. And because I usually go to bed around 9 o'clock. And the ball game wasn't on today. So I was watching the video. And about 15 minutes into the video, about 6:45, a tremendous bang and just boom, you know. And then the glass went. So just right after the bang, the glass came out of the front room. Yeah, I mean out into the front yard. So I got up and came out the front door, looked around, seen the glass. It was dark as heck out. There was a lot of clouds and stuff around. Neighbors were starting to come out. What happened? What was all that? You know, I said, I don't have any idea. I just come out to take a look to see what it was, what happened, you know. And turned around and they said, well, my God, the top of your house is gone. So I looked over there, and that's the first time I seen the top of the house, or what was used to be the top of the house. So then I went back in, and because they said, well, somebody's got to call 101 or call somebody, you know, emergency something or other. So I said, okay, and I took my tour of the house. And the rest of the house is fine, you know, other than...
You were looking for your cat at some point.
Yeah, looking for my cat, and I couldn't find him, and there was no lights because all the lights went out. And so I'd made a tour, but everything was dark, and I went into my bedroom, and the bed was there, but the rest of the walls and everything were gone.
And I'll have my photographer, Chris, kind of show what we're looking at. I mean, that's part of your bedroom?
Yeah, okay, now here, this is the garage, and 21 feet back is a solid wall. Okay, the washer, dryer, and stuff is against that wall. Then there's a door that goes into the hallway, and from the hallway, if you take a complete left, you go through a doorway that leads right into my bedroom. And then the bedroom leads into the walk-in closet and the bathroom behind it.
You made a mention that you feel lucky to be alive.
Well, I guess so, you know. I mean, for now anyway. I mean, I'm no spiritual thing. I don't believe in all of that. And maybe some people think it was something, but I just happened to be a little bit further away than the airplane was when it hit. I could have been a lot closer. I mean, it could have been 5 feet over this way and on the other side of that wall. Because I was just on the other side of that wall.
Saying that out loud and feeling that, what does that feel like?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it hasn't hit me. I don't know. But I just like to take and get back in my place or figure out what I'm going to do.
They're saying 2 people possibly died in the crash?
It looked like there's 2 seats in the airplane that's still in the backyard. The cockpit's still there with 2 seats in it. Where the people went, I don't know. You know, they said, I thought they were, but they went out the back with it because they didn't go through the cement. They went straight out through the back. And that's where you can see right straight through. But look at the houses. You see the houses cockeyed down? Oh, excuse me. It's like this.
Douglas Denham, 87 years old. Thank you so much for talking to us. Obviously, I told you, we're on live television, and you're just going through this is happening, unfolding right here as we speak, and police are still out here investigating. You crossed the yellow tape. They told you to get back over. Right now, you're just trying to get your life together.
Yeah, I just want to go in and evaluate if there's anything left. I can go see if I can get some of my clothes out of there. I don't want to wear these sweatpants for the rest of my life.
Thank you so much for talking to us. I will tell you, thank you so much, Douglas. Thank you. I will tell you that 2 people are suspected, possibly dead. We can confirm at least 1 person, the pilot. But again, police aren't saying much right now because you can see they're still out here. They're still investigating, looking around. They have us behind this yellow tape. We have a lot of neighbors out here. And so that's the scene right now. We're going to keep talking and hopefully bring you the very latest. But obviously, identities have not been released. I did talk to a police officer who told me that the 2 people on board did have Arizona licenses. Okay, so we're going to look further into that. But for now, we're live in Payson. I'm Monica Garcia. Back to you guys.
Hey, Monica, before we let you go, 2 quick questions for you. Number 1, is that plane still in the backyard there? And then number 2, officials told us that initially it was only the pilot on board. Who's saying it's 2 people? Is it the neighbor there? Is it officials on scene? Where are you sort of getting that idea behind it?
Okay, so let me answer the first question. Yes, the plane is still here. If you want to go to 12 News' Twitter, we've been tweeting that out, and hopefully we can show that on air. The plane's, it seems like it's intact. And so what's interesting, he mentioned, he goes, my garage has a cement floor. He says, so when it hit, it didn't go through the ground. It slid in the back. So the plane is intact for the most part. Secondly, there are a lot of different officials here on the scene, and I did hear that from a Payson police officer who did confirm that there were 2 driver licenses, and he did tell me 2 people, but he says that his supervisor, it's up to him to actually come out and give an official statement, as we call it, just an official statement. But yes, that is what we're hearing. So, that's the very latest. As soon as we get more information, we'll bring that to you.
Thank you. It's heartbreaking, of course, for the people that have lost their lives in this, but